wonderful doctor. His name is Dr. Rumi. I got him through my mom's friend, and because he knew a lot about panic disorder and a little bit about disability. So I always felt comfortable being with him, because a lot of doctors, you have to keep repeating your story and they don't get you, or they'll diagnose you with something else. Yeah, he seemed to understand what I was going through and not judging me. He knew I was low income family, so he would just do his research and make sure the medication was going to be covered at the time, or just to make sure that we didn't have to go to a different way of thinking before he gave me a prescription. And he knew, and because I'm also a diabetic, he knew it's diabetics, and this time is hard to be on, because vegetables and fruit are very expensive, and when you're a low-income family, sometimes you don't always choose the best food. So I felt really comfortable with him until he retired 3 years ago. Now he tried to find a doctor, but he just couldn't. Here on the island, we're quite short. Last January, I went into the hospital because I wasn't sure what was going on, but it was vertigo. But when I was also in there, they found something wrong with my heart. So then I had to start going in for heart tests, because it was just at the beginning of COVID, also for some of the heart tests. So I had to do most of my tests by myself, which was very hard for me, because when they give the results, I don't understand what they're saying, because I couldn't bring a support person with me to help me understand. Sometimes they'll redo the medications I need now, but sometimes they'll add a new pill, but they won't take off a pill that I have, or they'll add another pill with that pill that I'm already on. It's also getting hard. I'm not sure if I want to go onto the blister packs, because I have so many pills, because I'm starting to get confused of which pills I've ordered and which pills I need. I have to go on an online doctor web page or whatever and try to find a doctor that has a time that's convenient for me to book, and hopefully explain my situation as short of in a time where they can say, well, we'll send you this drug, or I can't help you, type of thing. And they're in Vancouver. They're not here on the island either, so I don't get to talk to a GP on the island. Most of them I've talked to are in Vancouver. It'd be cool if we start using plain language with it for people, because medical is a very different type of language, and it's hard to really understand. Government language is hard, but medications and all that timing, and to understand, even if somebody could sit or support you to understand why you're taking these pills. The doctor I deal with is pretty, I get him to repeat stuff or slow down, and he always asks if I have any questions, and then if I don't think of any, I'll email him later. Plain language, for one, is sitting with you to make sure you understand if you need the medication or what types of tests you're going with. And if they'll let you know if you can take somebody with you. Sometimes it's stressful because the place where you're going for the test phones you for not their office. Sometimes the hospital has to phone you or sends you a letter. I think it'd be nice if when they ask the hospital if it's okay that person brings somebody in with them. Not right into the testing area, but close enough that in case that person is needed. For me, they can't see the disability. Say you have a disability, they're more caught off guard if they can't hear it or see it, right? Because if I'm going for a test or a doctor I'm only going to see one, I just sit there and nod and pretend I'm understanding what's going on. That's why I would like it if somebody could come with me sometimes. And then there's sometimes they want you to have somebody to go home with afterwards, and that's not always easy for a person to have somebody to be able to take you home afterwards. Cabs are expensive, but I don't want to really go on a bus afterwards either sometimes. I don't feel connected as much as I did when Cheyenne was little. Belonging, a place where you feel comfortable and safe.